Imagine opening your fridge and finding a perfectly ripe tomato, only to discover it's lost its vibrant flavor and turned disappointingly bland. It's a scenario we've all faced, but what if I told you it's not just tomatoes? There's a whole lineup of foods that actually lose their flavor, texture, and nutritional value when subjected to cold temperatures. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of food storage and revealing why these 10 foods should steer clear of the fridge. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, where I reveal a bonus food that will change the way you think about how food should be stored. By understanding the ideal storage conditions for different foods, you can ensure they retain their maximum quality and taste. Now, let's dive in and explore 10 foods that should stay out of the refrigerator. 1. Bananas. Refrigerating bananas can lead to a breakdown of their cell walls due to the cold temperature, resulting in the fruit getting mushy and the peel darkening. Bananas are also sensitive to ethylene gas, which accelerates ripening. When refrigerated, bananas may ripen unevenly, with the exterior becoming overly ripe while the inside remains under-ripened. Moreover, the enzymes responsible for developing their sweet taste are less active in cold temperatures, resulting in bananas with a less appealing flavor profile. Bananas are best stored at room temperature, away from direct sunlight and heat sources. To prevent them from ripening too quickly, keep them in a well-ventilated area. If you have ripe bananas that you're not ready to eat, you can freeze them for later use. Simply peel and slice the bananas before freezing, and store them in an airtight container or freezer bag. Frozen bananas are great for adding to smoothies or baking recipes. 2. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are classified as fruits but are often prepared and consumed as vegetables. When refrigerated, the cold temperatures cause changes in their cellular structure. Specifically, the cell walls of tomatoes are composed of pectin, a type of carbohydrate. Cold temperatures cause the pectin to break down, leading to a loss of firmness and texture. Additionally, the activity of enzymes responsible for flavor development is inhibited in cold conditions, resulting in a reduction of their characteristic sweet, tangy taste. To store tomatoes optimally, it's best to keep them at room temperature, ideally between 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 21 degrees Celsius. This enhances their flavor and texture by allowing them to continue ripening naturally. To prevent moisture loss and maintain freshness, store them with the stem side down. Tomatoes that are already ripe can be temporarily refrigerated if you're not ready to use them. However, for the optimum flavor experience, return them to room temperature before consumption. 3. Onions. Onions contain compounds such as amino acid sulfoxides, which are responsible for their characteristic flavor and aroma. When onions are refrigerated, the cold, moist environment can trigger enzymatic reactions that convert these compounds into sulfonic acids, leading to a sweeter taste. However, this alteration diminishes their original flavor profile and can affect their versatility in culinary applications. For onions, the ideal storage temperature range is 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, or 7 to 10 degrees Celsius. To stop onions from sprouting and developing mold, keep them away from light and moisture. If you have any leftover onions, store them in an airtight container. 4. Garlic. Garlic contains sulfur compounds, such as allicin, which contribute to its distinct aroma and flavor. When garlic is refrigerated, the cold, damp conditions can stimulate the conversion of allicin into other sulfur compounds, resulting in changes to its flavor and aroma profile. The optimal storage conditions for garlic involve keeping it in a cool, dry place with adequate ventilation. Ideal temperatures range from 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. Storing garlic bulbs in a mesh bag or an open container allows for air circulation, preventing mold growth. It's essential to avoid storing garlic in tightly sealed containers or plastic bags, as this can trap moisture and accelerate deterioration. 5. Potatoes. Cold temperatures can convert potato starch into sugar due to the enzyme activity. This process is known as cold-induced sweetening. When potatoes are stored in the fridge, the activity of starch-converting enzymes increases, leading to the accumulation of sugars. This not only affects the taste but also the texture, causing potatoes to become gritty when cooked. Moreover, refrigeration can elevate the moisture content in potatoes, creating an environment conducive to bacterial growth, potentially leading to spoilage and decay. Potatoes are best stored in a cool, dark place with good ventilation, ideally at temperatures around 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 to 10 degrees Celsius. A cellar, pantry, or cupboard works well for this purpose. Keeping potatoes in a breathable bag or basket helps maintain airflow and prevents moisture buildup. It's essential to check them regularly for any signs of sprouting or decay, and remove any spoiled potatoes to prevent further contamination. If you like the video so far, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Now back to the list. 6. Avocados. Refrigerating avocados can disrupt their ripening process due to the inhibition of enzymatic activity. Ethylene, a natural plant hormone responsible for fruit ripening, is less effective at colder temperatures. As a result, avocados stored in the fridge may remain hard and fail to ripen properly. Additionally, the cold environment can cause the avocado skin to darken prematurely while the flesh remains under-ripened. Furthermore, refrigeration can dull the flavor of avocados by suppressing the development of volatile compounds responsible for their taste and aroma. Avocados should be stored at room temperature until they reach the desired ripeness. Once ripe, they can be refrigerated to slow down further ripening but should be consumed within a few days to avoid texture and flavor degradation. To prevent moisture buildup and mold growth, store ripe avocados in a dry environment away from direct sunlight. If you want to speed up the ripening process, placing avocados in a paper bag with a banana or apple can help trap ethylene gas, facilitating ripening. 7. Breads. Refrigerating bread can accelerate the staling process due to retrogradation, where starch molecules crystallize and recrystallize, resulting in a dry and tough texture. Additionally, the cold, humid environment of the fridge can introduce moisture to the bread, making it soggy. Bread also readily absorbs odors, which can affect its flavor when stored with other items in the fridge. Refrigeration may inhibit the growth of mold, but it does not stop bread from becoming stale. It's best to store bread at room temperature in a cool, dry place, such as a bread box or pantry. To maintain bread's freshness for a longer period of time, freeze it. Slice the bread before freezing and store it in airtight freezer bags or containers. When ready to eat, thaw the bread at room temperature to preserve its texture and flavor. After the bread is thawed, do not refreeze it since this will cause it to lose more of its quality. 8. Honey. Honey has a unique composition, primarily consisting of sugars like glucose and fructose, with small amounts of other compounds such as enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. When honey is refrigerated, the cold temperatures encourage the sugars in honey to crystallize. This crystallization process is natural and does not harm the honey, but it can alter its texture, making it gritty rather than smooth. Additionally, refrigeration can lead to moisture absorption from the air, diluting the honey and potentially affecting its taste. The best way to store honey is in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. This environment helps slow down crystallization and preserves the honey's smooth consistency and original flavor. Honey's low pH level also acts as a natural preservative, inhibiting bacterial growth and spoilage. Therefore, there's no need to refrigerate honey. Simply store it in a tightly sealed container at room temperature, and it will maintain its quality for an extended period. 9. Uncut melons. Melons, such as watermelon and cantaloupe, are rich in natural sugars, vitamins, and antioxidants. Refrigerating uncut melons can dull their flavor and sweetness because cold temperatures suppress the enzymes responsible for developing their natural sugars. The cold environment can lead to a loss of juiciness and a mushy texture in the melon flesh. Refrigeration may cause a decline in certain nutrients, including antioxidants and vitamins, which are essential for maintaining health. To preserve the optimal flavor, texture, and nutritional content of uncut melons, store them in a cool, dry place at room temperature. The thicker outer peel of melons serves as a barrier to keep contaminants out of the fruits inside. It's essential to keep uncut melons away from direct sunlight to prevent premature ripening or spoilage. By storing melons properly, you can ensure they remain fresh, flavorful, and nutrient-rich until you're ready to enjoy them. 10. Olive oil. Olive oil is predominantly composed of monounsaturated fatty acids, primarily oleic acid, along with antioxidants such as polyphenols and tocopherols. When olive oil is refrigerated, it can solidify due to its low freezing point. This solidification process does not harm the oil's quality but can be inconvenient for immediate use. Additionally, refrigeration can lead to condensation inside the oil container, introducing water into the oil. Water in olive oil can foster the growth of bacteria and mold, jeopardizing its freshness and flavor. The best way to store olive oil is in a cool, dark place at room temperature. This environment helps to maintain the oil's quality and prevents solidification. Olive oil's composition, particularly its low pH and antioxidant content, acts as a natural preservative, inhibiting bacterial growth and spoilage. It's crucial to store olive oil in a tightly sealed container to prevent exposure to air, light, and moisture, which can degrade its quality over time. By storing olive oil properly, you can ensure it retains its freshness, flavor, and nutritional benefits for an extended period. That was our top 10 list. Now here is the bonus food that will shock you. Chocolate. While chocolate is often stored in the refrigerator to prevent melting, this practice can actually cause undesirable changes in its texture and flavor. Chocolate contains cocoa butter, which solidifies at low temperatures. When chocolate is refrigerated, the cocoa butter can crystallize, resulting in a gritty or grainy texture known as chocolate bloom. Additionally, refrigeration can cause condensation to form on the chocolate's surface when it is removed from the fridge, leading to moisture absorption and potential flavor alteration. The best way to store chocolate is in a cool, dry place at room temperature. Ideally, a pantry or cupboard away from direct sunlight and heat sources is suitable for preserving chocolate's quality. It's essential to store chocolate in an airtight container or resealable bag to protect it from exposure to air and moisture. If you live in a warm climate and need to prevent melting, consider placing the chocolate in a cool, shaded area or using a wine cooler set to the appropriate temperature range. By storing chocolate properly, you can maintain its smooth texture and rich flavor, ensuring a delightful chocolate experience every time you indulge. Understanding where each food item thrives ensures they maintain their flavor and nutritional value. From tomatoes on the countertop to honey in the pantry, proper storage enhances the quality of your food. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you have any other food storage tips to share? Drop them in the comments below. If you found this information helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel for more informative content. Thanks for watching.